It's a very weird job, man, being a comedian. Get to, like, the problem with being a comedian, right, is when tragedy strikes, you're like, 7 minutes. Like, I'll get 7 minutes of material out of this during the tragedy. Like, we can all agree that 2020 was a bad year, right? Can we agree? Here's my problem. It was already bad for me before it became bad for everybody else. There's a true story. Before the pandemic, I got robbed of all my money. Yeah, true story. I remember it. Feb 19th of 2020. I remember it like it was how much ever. I remember it. Dude, 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm asleep, I'm in bed, I get a call from a number I don't have saved. Now, as struggling comedian, when you have a number you don't have saved calling, your first thought is, corporate shows. You take the call. Doesn't matter how hungover you are or sleepy, you take that call. So I took the call, it's just this dude on the other end going, where are you? I said, I'm in bed. He's like, where is your bed? I'm like, what's your next question? What am I wearing? Like, who are you, dudes? He's like, oh, sir, I'm so sorry. I am Gotham. I'm from your bank. Where are you? So I was like, I'm in bed, dude. He's like, are you in Bangalore? I'm like, yes. He's like, then I hate to be the one to inform you, but all your money from your bank account has been withdrawn from an ATM in Bombay. Can you just check to see that text message has come? So I check. I was like, yeah, text message has come. He's like, okay. So I'm like, how the hell did this happen? He's like, sir, great question. I'm like, stop. Don't rate what I'm saying. So answer the question. No. He's like, no, sir, your card is with you. No, I'm like, yeah, my card is with me. He's like, okay, then what I need you to do right now is go to an ATM right now and get that balance slip. It'll prove your card is with you. It'll prove you're in Bangalore. So I'm like, okay. So I go, and I'm not going to reveal the name of my bank, but a lot of people think they are the Hyderabad district football champions. It's not a quiz contest. Don't guess. Okay? So I walk into the ATM. I get the, dude, I got that by I'm not going to reveal the amount of money either. Okay? No, because some people, for that amount of money, for some people, that's a lot of money. And some people, when I've told them the amount, they've gone, that's all you had? Shut up. Okay? What, no commas? Shut up. Okay? It's the principle, all my money, all right? Okay, it wasn't all my money. They left me 129 rupees. Okay? No, because they knew, no, 1/4 old monk and one small thumbs up he'll need to process that. So I'm walking back from the ATM. Gotham calls me again and he's like, sir, I'm like, how the hell did this happen? He said, I figured it out. I'm like, okay, how did it happen? He's like, sir, you live in Bangalore, the Silicon Valley of India. You must know that there is a device out there that as you're doing a card transaction, it captures the details of the card. They make dummy cards, they hit an ATM, they withdraw the cash. You must know. Fucker, when you gave me the card, you never mentioned this device. I'm like, okay, what do I, give me my money back. He's like, yeah, for that, you have to go file an FIR. So I was like, why should I file the FIR? I didn't lose my card. The way I see it, that cash that was stolen from that ATM, that is your money. You have insurance for that. My money is numbers in a computer. You type it back in. He's like, sir, great point. I'm like, stop rating what I'm saying, okay? He's like, sir, for me to type it back in, you have to go file the FIR. I'm like, okay, which police station do I go to? The two near my house? Do I go to near the bank? Or do I go to Bombay where the crime happened? He's like, sir, great question. I'm like, punch this guy. He's like, I'll get back to you. He hangs up, okay? 3 days later, he calls me up and he's like, sir, go to the main cybercrime branch. No, like I'm the idiot. Now, the main cybercrime branch is 16 kilometers from my house. How I made that journey, don't ask. I already finished the old monk. Okay? So I go all the way. I walk in. Cop sees. He's like, hey, what do you want? I'm like, I'm here to file a complaint. He's like, hey, this is the main cybercrime branch of Bangalore, the Silicon Valley of India. We don't take the complaints. We do investigations. You go file where you have to file. So I go to the police station near my bank. They're like, obviously not us. Go to the one near my house. They're like, go to the other one. No, go to the third one. They're like, there's a brand new cybercrime division that's open 16 kilometers from my house in the opposite direction just for complaints. Go there. So I make that journey now. As soon as I walk in, there are like 30 people, like a line. And more than half of them, some OLX fraud. Okay. Like there's an auntie carrying one burnt toaster and one eyebrow, just like. At one point, one cop came out and like, hey, OLX, separate line. Whoosh. It was like Moses part of the seas. Now, because I don't speak Kannada, I was nervous. So I got my police complaint typed up on my friend's law firm's letterhead. Okay. And I gave the police complaint. Cop looks at it and is like, wow. I was like, oh. He's like, if only everybody came and gave complaints like this. Best complaint. I'm like, thank you so much. I leave now. He's like, no, something's missing. I'm like, obviously. Like, what's missing? And he's like, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you file an FIR in this country, you have to mention your caste. Yeah. Did you know that? Same reaction I also had. I was like, how? Why? Why is the caste of the victim of a cybercrime relevant information? Cop looks at me like, sir, great question, right? So I wrote upper. You can write anything, guys. Why would you write anything else? I just wrote upper and gave it back. He's like, come back in 3 days, you'll get your FIR. I'm like, sir, you don't understand. I just need the FIR number. You give me the number, I give it to the bank. It's their headache. I get my money back. And he's like, yeah. Come back in 3 days. So I'm like, sir, I have 2 issues with what you just said. Firstly, why 3 days? And second, why do you have to come back? You are cybercrime. Email. Text message also, bro. Like, you are cyber. And then he looks at me straight face. He's like, hey, this is the brand new cybercrime division of Bangalore, the Silicon Valley of India. Server is down.